Alright guys, welcome back to another Idle Adventure video. We are really late towards this. Normally I work Mondays, I'm able to actually record the video straight away. We've seen the patch notes do drop, right? But I kind of overstep a little bit, right? But we know who it is. It's King. I already know he's a yellow typing. Let's see how he actually looks in game. Small. Okay, you know what? Oh. Where's his teddy bear? What? Support, wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know what I expected. I guess obviously we've seen leaks of the teddy bear, so the teddy bear will be part of his animations, right? Very much like how we have Fat King with the teddy bear, right? Where his little pillow turns into the teddy bear, you get a little punch. And that might be the same situation, because we were wondering a little bit, and we were kind of speaking about, like, this might be our first look at how dual units look in the game, because there'll be, like, two characters, or these two entities on one actual spot, right? But nah, it is not. Okay, here. Oh, wow. Okay, so Small Wings King, is that his actual name? I feel like we just dubbed him that as that on Grand Cross, but I don't know if his actual name is Small Wings King, but hey, it is what it is. Special hero, so he does cost 250k. Support legendary yellow, deals damage equal to 225 attack onto a target. 50% chance to remove one buff upon a successful attack. Is that good? There's a few buffs, but there's obviously quite a few, and I'm kind of confused a little bit already in my mind about it. There's a few of them that can't be removed, so there's, oh wow, Amplify. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. Special skill, remember the F2, right? So True Spirit Spear, chest level, 5th form increase. That's his little AoE skill he does literally in Grand Cross. Deals damage equal to 450 or 445 onto all enemies within a 4x6 area in front of self, of course, every 5 seconds. And inflict targets hit with Amplify for 3 seconds. Okay. Confusing a little bit there, right? Amplify, we're used to that in Grand Cross, dealing more damage the more buffs you have on. But Amplify in this game, it's now a debuff. Deals damage equal to 1.5 of the target's max HP. Max HP is really good, by the way. Normally, when it's based on remaining, it's a lot worse because remaining, like how Escanor's little AoE thing is, right, is it does really good at the start, but over time it gets worse and you can't actually kill the lower it get. But yeah, 1.5 every 1 second. So I think this might be what the Abyss is, right? Or like what they're trying to be, the Abyss, but just call it Amplify. But it's also on the special skill rather than the ultimate. But yeah, deals damage 1.5 and reduces crit defense by 100%. It's actually, that's kind of crazy, actually. Every 3 seconds, though. So there is 2 seconds of downtime, and you are doing it every 5 seconds. Plus, you can reduce the cooldowns. That's not bad, though. Like, we really do like Fat King, because Fat King can get the defense, or the crit defense lower. And because this is Amplify, and not actually the crit defense lower, you can stack those. So, double Fat Kings, oh, he's not even fat, but double Kings could go crazy a little bit. Alright, next is the Sign of Growth. Grant Veil and Sever to all allies for 5 seconds every 10 seconds. Okay. Veil obviously absorbs damage level 5-2 based on the cast's HP and increased crit chance. That's not bad. We do love crit chance. It is Sever, so you can't use any other cards that increase crit chance. I think Murder does it, but it is a I assume Murder's is a graded buff, right? So I think they do stack, but you're not really using Murder too much, right? But you know what? We love the Veil buff, right? Like, this is a big thing during, like, the early days. I think, like, Dogetto and, if, like, you know, a few other characters had it, which, like, kind of made them look good. It was, like, the best tankiness ability in the game. We'll see, man, because these are buffs, right? It's like Escanor does do more damage towards it, but then again, if he's got like crazy HP because he's a festival, it's gonna let you scale up really well. He's got to do a lot of that. He's got to have a lot of HP, right? Plus, is he we don't know yet, but is he a range? I assume he is, but maybe not though. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, right? Because like, it depends on how they want to do it. Like, this skill is range, but then this skill can be range, but is it range? We don't actually know, right? But here we go. So, Tyrant Tempest deals damage equal to 1,100% attack to all enemies by 4x8 area in front of itself. For every bleed, acid, shock, burn effect on the target, the final damage is increased by 100% upon a successful attack. That is interesting a little bit, right? Because who applies those buffs? Obviously, you see right here, Amplify does count as bleed. It's being treated as bleed, so that this does mean he's going to have some way to apply it, which is kind kind of funny actually, because they're really making him very close how he works in towards Grand Cross. In Grand Cross, for every like bleed and stuff he has on, they can't cleanse, and you remove an auto move gauge basically. I mean, it's gonna do a lot of damage. Granted, he's a support character, so you're not really like expecting him to do like the best DPS in the game, but like the final damage increase by 100% is crazy for every as well. So if you have all 4 of them on, you get an extra 400% damage increase. So would that equal up to 1.5k? I do wonder, because we've seen it on Grand Cross, the same thing, right? Because King had this kit, and he was missing something. He was missing Demon Hendrickson, and he released alongside of him, right? Where he was able to apply those debuffs. And we did say that, you know, Halloween is in 2 weeks' time, and we possibly could see a Halloween Elaine be some sort of buffer. Maybe she's a debuffer now, and she buffs up King by applying the Bleed's acid and shocks. I'm expecting the next character to come out to buff him up even more. To be fair, I have to go back in the game and look at it, because I do know some abilities do count as like these actual acid shock stuff. So I'll have to look up. I do think Melee, the green one, does count as one of these debuffs too. So I'll have to go back and look and see if there's any synergy between the Sins and, more importantly, other characters that work with yellow characters, to see if they do work there. But that is yeah, pretty decent character. Not the route I would have went with. I think I would have been... I mean, to be fair, I said he'll be more debuffer. He's kind of a little bit of debuffer. I do think, and people are going to sleep on it, that crit defense lower is huge. And remember, you're lowering the critical defense, which means you're getting more damage on a crit. And he's also increasing crit chance. This is like just the new version of the Red Merlin, which, to be fair, it's funny enough, Red Merlin on the Ultimate removes buffs. He's doing that 50% on a normal skill. So just a massive power creep towards the OG Merlin. And also as the Veil buff, you could even argue that could have been the OG Merlin with the perfect cube. So yeah, just overall a bad character. I do wonder how I hope it's different, but the Veil buff right now in game, I think from memory it's just like a normal little like yellow shield. I do hope they update it and give you the like unique king shield that he does do in this series, where he's got like the little cage basically. That'll look very, very sick, right? They normally like to update the animations, like how Merlin has like the little elements around the characters if they're just on your team, right? So yeah, I think overall, decent character. Probably there's some really good damage to wait and see. Definitely once again a support character. I'm gonna love this, bro. Like, I once again really love Fat King because of his decent damage, of course, but also the fact that he's a DPS but also supporting the team. This guy might be somewhat of the same, where he's a support but also being a bit of a damage dealer. And with the wait and see how this actually works, because this is definitely going to need probably likely a bit more support, but could do some good damage because the actual multiplier is quite high. So moving on towards the titles. Okay, so we already have this for the Sins. We're now getting it for the commandments, where if you reach the max awakening for all the commandments, you get this title, which is evasion. And then there's Fat King. I keep calling it Fat King. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. You know, it's you know, we do this every little event. We always get this little thing to return. We can get the newer characters, so you can get some free copies. They've been actually quite good with these ones. Normally, before, you used to be able to complete one full rotation of one character, well, now you can do upwards to 2. Sometimes even 3. I think that was during the anniversary, though, so they gave quite a few out. But I do like the little king there. It's kind of sick. Or teddy bear. All right, but who's in it, though? So we have... Okay, so the updated 1.5, which means Small King. So day 1 is Glarx, Draw, Monspeed, Galland, Gil Thunder, the 1 Escanor, and Assault Mode Mediolis. Okay, who do I want to do here? Definitely Assault Millie, because he is one of the newer characters. Definitely want to get him up, right? Of course, everyone's going to go towards Escanor, but my Escanor is very close towards, like, Super Awakening. He's, like, probably, like, 15 off, which obviously getting, like, 7 copies of him right now would be good to get him towards a new level. But he's already high enough, and I don't think getting him up anymore is going to, like, make me clear more content. I think I might want to be more... I might do Gil Thunder, you know, because I like Gil Thunder's kit. He seemed decent because of, you had to get him up, but he's like such a low deep level, right? Yeah, I mean, Glarx, Draw, and Monspeed are all decent too, but most of us probably got them decently duped out during the actual Grand Summon banner. But if anything, most people just do Escanor and Mediolis and whatever leftovers you have. Maybe on Gil Thunder, because he's like the newest character. And I think that might be it in terms of updates. Obviously, just our standard stuff. Assault Melee is now in the tickets. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's good. And I think that's it. Of course, we spoke about it, but 250,000 damage you need to spend to get the guaranteed copies of King. You can go further. We might do 400k, might not. We are a few months away from New Year's, right? It's still quite a while away, but you can get every character, I think, for free in this game just by playing, if you consistently get on your diamonds. So to start the save a little bit up as well, you want to have pretty likely a little bit of diamonds left over for New Year's, because he might do something big. We have to wait and see. Maybe like a perk milli or something, right? Who knows? But yeah, guys, that is going to wrap up today's video. I think he's worth something for. I mean, to be fair, most people should have been skipping like probably like the last 2 characters, which was it the last 2? Nah, because we got a little dead week, right? Because Gilfunder was 3 weeks. So everyone, we said it, should have skipped Gilfunder. He was a good tank character. What did Gilfunder do, actually? He buffs, what was it? Crit damage, no? Yeah, crit damage. I mean, you know what? Yeah, he buffs crit damage. I mean, to be fair, King and Gilfunder might be really decent, you know? Because you got Shock there. So you have Shock on ally, so his actual AoE ultimate from King will do a lot of damage. And you're getting a crit chance from King. And now the crit damage from Gilfunder. And it also decreased damage taken. He's got the Veil buff. He's also getting more Veil, absolute defense. And he's getting the Veil buff. Hey, I said Gilfunder's actually pretty decent if you're given a chance to get in Dupe Town. And we're now getting like a few copies of him for free during this little event if you pick him, of course, in the little pickage event, right? But yeah, that is King. I mean, I think I have to go and look at Burns. I think who does Burns? I know Melly does one, so we have to wait and see. But yeah, guys, what does Escanor do Burns? It's confusing because of Grand Cross stuff. So guys, thank you for watching. Is he worth summoning? Yes, we're not going to get anything more crazy for the next 2 months, basically, right? We only get a festival every 2 months. In fact, lined up right now, we're not going to get a festival until December. So literally in 2 months' time, we're going to get the New Year Festival, which is, it should be a melee, right? If we're following Grand Cross, you always get a melee then. I know it's been, I mean, you can get more melees frequently in this game because they're not restricted, right? But I think we're pretty likely going to get a pretty big character towards New Year, so definitely not safe for that, but summon now, then save for it. Do look out in 2 weeks' time. I'm suspecting we're going to get another character that maybe supports King even more, like maybe a Lane or some sort of debuffer, maybe some more Sins, right? Who knows? Maybe a Diane. They can always do Halloween Diane to follow up with King. We'll have to wait and see. But guys, thank you for watching. Let me know if you're if you're excited for this character. I'm actually looking forward towards him, right? He's like, it's not going to be a crazy DPS like what Escanor was, but I do like those buffs, man. That crit chance and crit defense lower. It's gonna scale really well, right? It's gonna scale really well. So guys, thank you for watching.